Alright guys, I have a neighbor that told me about some property that they have. It's about 2 hours from where I live, but we're out here today and he's given us signed permission actually, just in case anybody stops us, and so we'll have it. But he's got several pieces of property. We're going to check out 4 of them today, depending on what we start finding or don't find. But actually this plowed field, he told us that his grandfather in some of these fields found tons of Native American artifacts, so there's no telling. This actually goes down towards a swamp that is a tributary to the Black River in South Carolina, if you know where that is. A lot of activity. So we know that there was a house probably down there somewhere on that point from the research we've done. So we'll see what we can find. This is I think 60 something acres or more, maybe more, maybe 95. I can't remember exactly. All right, there's the car. Here's my first dug signal. There was some iron in here. Look at that little button. It's a little cuff button. It's probably, I think it has a back mark. And it's got a pretty cool design around the edge of it. So that is a great sign. I hope the rest of the day goes like that. All right, right there in that hole, got a nice toe tap. It's not even bent up. All right, cool. Well, in that hole is a little piece. I found something similar to do before. I think it held like a curtain rod or something like that in a windowsill. Well, I saw it for a second. I think it's another little cuff button. Oh yeah. Here we go. There's a little cuff button. Oh, that one has a design on it too. That's gonna be nice. Let's clean it up. And the flower on there. Cool. All right. I did start seeing some more pottery right around in this area, so really haven't worked very far from the road yet. Well, it looks like a button kind of day. There's another one. A flat button. I don't know, maybe you can see. I don't know if there's a design on it or not. Probably not. It's just scratches, I think. Looks like it's got the shank on. Alright, down in that hole, this might be a piece of a buckle. You can see it. On that hole, another button. Little flat button. But I'm finding a ton of buttons. Here's another one in that hole. And this is another one like I found towards the front up there. And it's got a little flower design on it, so I like finding buttons like that. I mean, I like finding flat buttons in general. I know some people don't, but I like them. Well, this was an 83 that wasn't very deep. Maybe 3 inches, and it's something big and round. It's probably a button. It may not be a button. It may be something else. It may be a large cent. Oh, I hope that's what that is. It's not very heavy. At least it doesn't feel very heavy. Alright, let's see if I can clean it up. I may have to let it dry out. Well, I think it is some kind of coin, but it's toasty. So I'm gonna have to let it dry out and see. I might be able to get some detail off of that. Maybe not though. You can see some of the copper or bronze coming through. Alright, I'll let it dry out, and if I can get any detail off of it, I will show you in a picture. I have no idea what it is. I hadn't really looked at it. I just saw it. That is going to be a wheat penny. It's a piece of pottery, and we flip it over. It's a piece of feather edge. And with feather edge, it's easy to date. So I can date that later on and kind of date the site. But we know that's at least mid-1800s. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly. Here's gunfire and dogs, but I'm pretty sure it's in the distance. There shouldn't be anybody out here. But I think I got a piece of a buckle. Look at that. Oh yeah. I guess that's what that is. Little D buckle. Huh. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've got one quite like that. Oh, that hole got a nice musket ball, or pistol ball. Well, I say nice, it's pretty chewed up, but they can tell that's what it is. Got a little handle on something. Well, that button's probably not too old, but it's neat. It says the Shermer or something like that on it. Let me see if I can read it again. Shermer, yep, the Shermer. S-C-H-I-R-M-E-R. That's pretty neat. Down in that hole, some kind of sconce. I'll clean it up later and show you, but it's, see the top, and then it fit on a little post or something right there. But look, I got a marble. That's cool. I don't find too many of those. Pretty chipped up, but I'll take it. But I'm just off the house site. I think I got a button. Yep. Another flat button. Quite a few of these today. But all the older stuff is kind of up in this part of the property, so I'm gonna stick in here for a little while. Well, down in that hole is another nice button. Another nice design on it, a little flower design. That one's actually, looks like a two-piece button. Well, something just showed itself right here. I don't know what that is. Oh, it might be a silver coin. Oh yeah, a silver quarter. Alright. It was in the 90s, for sure. Oh, you see me rubbing it, but that's silver for sure. Alright, well, I'm not worried about rubbing it too much because it's just a silver Washington, but still, I'll try to be careful with it. Let's see what it is. It is a 1948. Hopefully you can see it. 1948, cool, got some silver. Well, right there looks like a musket ball. And there's something right there, big and round. I don't know what that is. Actually, this feels like a token. Yep, it's a 25-cent token. It says good for 25 cents. Oh, that's cool. Huh, wonder if there's a store name on it or something. Alright, let me clean it up. One of them looks like a round nail hole and one of them looks like a square nail, but it's probably just both round. It's not too old, but that's pretty cool though. A little 25 cents merchandise token. There's something on the back of it, but I'll have to clean it up and show you later. Well, that is a good sign right there. That's one of those tack heads. Well, there is pottery and black glass on the ground. Look at that old spout for a bottle. Too bad it's not complete. Whoa, deep down in there. Of course, this is big, but it's over half a shovel. It's a 30-inch shovel. Big old plantation hoe. What's that? Can't tell. Feels like it might have the reinforcement on it, maybe. Well, I walked in the far back part of the woods. There's an old structure here. So, it was made out of logs, but this is cinder block. So, I don't know how old the steps, they could have been replaced. I have no idea how old this is. You can see a stovepipe right there. A lot of cinder block. Cinder block's not that old. It goes all the way around like that. Might have just been some kind of shed or something. And look at that. I think it's a big old dandy button. Took me a minute to find it. It's under those roots and stuff. That's a good sign. I'm on this little embankment that runs down into a wetland area, a little creek actually down there. Wow, that's a, I don't know if you can see, that's an animal dig hole right there. And there's some brick in there, but I see something else in there. I wonder if you see it. Pretty sure that's what it is. If it is, I haven't found one in a long, long time. And I haven't found a full one since I've been metal detecting again. But look at the arrow point right there. It looks like a pretty good one too. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. Wow, I don't know why I'm whispering, but that is cool. Here, but there's a octagon code button. I found those before to show you in a picture. I don't know if there's anything on it or not. Well, somebody stacked these here. That's a pig skull. See the tusk right there? I think it's wild pig. Boars have a little bit bigger head. I'm almost positive. So, I don't know. Somebody stacked that there. Found them down in the woods, I guess. Anyway, in this area, they got tired of leasing the land for farming, so they planted pine trees. So, but I think I finally got a button down in here. Yep, that's a flat button. Sure is. Oh, that's good, because we weren't sure if there was anything in here. Alright, I'll take it. That looks like a good old one. There's no back mark on it. Well, whatever this was is right on top of the ground. Look at that. Get into the light. Oh, look at the light. Look at that. It's got something on there. Huh. Oh, that's some kind of big old token. Alright, that's pretty cool. There's some writing on the back. I don't think I'll be able to make it out here. Can you see it? Some writing on the back, and there's something. On the front. It's got a bust on there. Oh yeah, right there, look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that is. I'll have to see if I can get it cleaned up. Well everyone, this was a much better find than I thought it was. This is a medallion, and I'm going to share a little bit of history about it with you. I wrote this up from my Facebook page, so just bear with me. I'm going to read it to you. In 1765, the British government imposed the Stamp Act on the American colonies. This was a tax on all paper documents. It was an attempt by the British government to help with the debt created by the 7 Years' War. The Stamp Act, of course, was very unpopular in the colonies. In 1766, with the support of William Pitt, 1st Earl of Chatham, the Stamp Act was repealed. However, as we know from history, this was not the end to the assertion of British Parliament's authority over the American colonies. In commemoration of Pitt's support and assistance in repealing the Stamp Act, a commemorative medallion was issued in 1766, created by Thomas Pingo. The obverse is a portrait of Pitt and reads William, spelled G-V-L-I-E-M-V-S, on the left of the bust, and Pitt on the right of the bust. The reverse reads, the man who, having saved the parent, which stands for Britain, pleaded the success for her children, which means the colonies. This medallion was produced in 1766 and 1863. The 1766 version had the designer's name under the bust. The 1863 version did not. The soil and fertilizer were not kind to this example, so it is impossible to tell if the name was under the bust or not. It could be either date. But either way, I'm pretty excited about this find, and it's a great find. Well, we weren't finding much in those pine trees. We had a couple of good finds, but now we're back out. We're finding the buttons. And I got another button. Yep, it's just like those other ones. I got 3 of those so far. It's pretty cool. Nice little design on there. There's something in that one. Right there, I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh, it's a button. Looks like a kind of overall button, I think. Yep, there's something on there. But I'm pretty sure that's just a 1900s overall button. Well, we're gonna call it a day. This has been a good spot for me. So, the sun's starting to go down and it's getting colder. And we're ready to get out of here. We've been here all day. We gotta drive 2 hours, so we're out of here. See you at the next hunt.